Hello YouTube, theBLOB here, bringing you a Total War Warhammer random battle. Managed to get a good battle in, a series of battles actually, with Jordan from Supdoobie Wargaming, which is one of the channels we're attached to on YouTube. You can check it out. We played a best of 3, and he basically crushed me immediately in 2 out of 3. And I didn't have the chance to save the first game, unfortunately, but believe me, it was a total rout. But I did get 2 of the 3 games, and they're very different games to watch. So I'm going to go ahead and load up the first one and sort of run through it with you. Total War Warhammer. I went with an all-cav army if you're looking here. He beat me so bad in the first game that I just wanted to do something crazy unique. And since I don't play this game, what I mean is since I don't play Total War as habitually as possible, just pause it here, because I want to run through the armies real fast. But since I don't play Total War ridiculously well, or as often as I should probably, I don't understand army composition in this any more than I understood it in Warhammer Fantasy, or as it exists now in what's known as the 9th Age. So, yeah, all cav army, led by the man, the myth, the legend. There he is, Kolek Suneater. Haven't used this guy yet. I've played the Chaos campaign, but Archaon, man, Archaon. And to a lesser extent, Sigvald, but I don't like that dude. So anyway, in these trees directly across from the Empire lines, I've got 3 units of Chaos Warhounds with poison. Here I've got 2 units of Dragon Ogres, led by Kolek himself. And then, gotta scroll out here, out on the extreme flanks, because they can vanguard, I've got 3 units of Marauder Horsemen. And these units, all of them, the Dragon Ogres, the Warhounds, everyone except Kolek, because you can't level up a character, all of these guys have chevrons to some degree on them, just because I have points left over. Let's take a look at Supdoobie's army here, going by the name of Windwall. He's got a Hellblaster volley gun right there in the back. And this was target number 1 for me. Demigriffs, Pistoliers. There should be more Demigriffs. I thought he had 2 units of them in this game. Maybe not. Halberdiers, handgunners, swordsmen. You see he's got a nice line of swordsmen going all the way across. And what I didn't realize, because sometimes the banners kind of come together for me in a blur, is that he had a unit or 2 of great swords. I think maybe just the 1. Yeah. But he had these bad boys. So, and then he's got a wizard on what appears to be a Pegasus. That is a sweet model. Look at that. Alright. So let's hit it off. My plan here was to play fast and loose and kite and skirmish him down. Obviously, going after the Hellblaster volley gun first. So, you know, opening moves, real simple stuff. Start pushing up on his flanks.
The time of the Hellfires is at an end. Weak fools, your empire will be ground to dust. The great eagle soar. He strikes only his followers now.
Boy, he talks some smack, doesn't he?
Once we have them, back to the longships.
This is the other flank. You see Jordan's kind of maneuvering up a slight rise. And I noticed this before the battle, but I didn't think I could take advantage of it in any reasonable way with an all-cav army. I saw the Hellblaster over there crack off some shots, but I didn't think he could see. Yeah, 2 units of Demigriffs. So maybe one was, I don't know, in those trees. I keep testing his flanks, and you can see he's kind of contracted, and now he's moving the volley gun to the rear.
Show him we are worthy.
I need to get that thing isolated. I also want to work on his demi-griffs, because they can't outrun the Marauder Horsemen. So this is shock cav. This is something I simply can't deal with my army build.
Come lads, slay 'em.
Oh
Make
yeah.
me proud of the province.
Run, Hellblaster. Run.
I cannot abide this.
That's right. And I went ahead and issued the charge, full well knowing the Pistoliers were here. But demi-griffs. Unfortunately, and you can see they've driven us off. I maneuvered most of the horsemen together now, and you can see I'm forming angles to present the Empire with basically a flank no matter what. Demi-griffs countercharge, I just couldn't get out of there. So I took some serious losses in that unit pulling out of there. Hellblaster, still alive. He commits his other demi-griffs. And now, I'm going to try real hard to work on this unit with all of the Marauder Horsemen. All 6 units. You can see they are eating some serious javelin fire, but they don't lose a model. You wouldn't believe how long it takes to kill a model off. And you can see he's going to pull back now. Now, as this is happening, I've sent in the Warhounds. And they're going to, again, put pressure on that back area to try and wedge, now that his cavalry is engaged, to try and wedge them away from the Hellblaster so I can jump it. His foot troops can't maneuver with me, so it's just his cav and mine. Lots of poison hounds. Don't know why I did this. This was silly. This must have been just a terrible misclick. You can see huge mistake there, going into the demi-griffs, and my warhounds. Yeah, already more demi-griffs to make it worse. And I have to send in the Marauders to put pressure on the Pistoliers just to get any value out of this mistake at all. And we hammer those Pistoliers. Look at that. Oh yeah, hammer them good, which is going to bring the demi-griffs back soon. For a moment, his wizard came around. You can see his foot troops maneuvering again. We're gonna fire and retire. And the demi-griffs start moving in. Warhounds have all retired at this point. After the savage beating they took, look at that. Terrible mistake on my part. Handgunners took a savage beating, give or take. Now, again, I'm working on these demi-griffs with all the Marauders. This guy got trapped. Poor guy. We're getting some decent damage done to him with all of these spear throws. But here again, another mistake on my part. The Warhounds again. At this point, I've tapped Kolek and the Ogres. We're going to keep testing this flank and pulling the fight around this area. Couldn't get my hands on the demi-griffs, so I retire with Kolek and go right into Halberdiers. I didn't intend for this fight to go on, but he takes some decent damage there, doesn't he? Still can't drop a model. Kolek and the Dragon Ogres are tired. Demi-griffs, man. Ridiculously durable. Supdoobie brings down Lore of Fire. This is not Kolek doing this. He was trying to hit my Marauders, and he almost ran through it. And you'll see this happen one more time. He was telling me in the chat how this kiting strategy was really rough on him in terms of micromanaging. And as you can see, I didn't do a very good job either. Still can't drop a model. Alright, Warhounds have finally managed to Sorry about that. There we go. Warhounds have finally managed to get in to the volley gun. We managed to pull his army away from the volley gun and finally got them in there. Oh yeah. So bye-bye volley gun. Pistoliers rallied, or I'm sorry, Empire handgunners rallied. This was heartbreaking because I knew I'd have to break them again. And at this point, assessing, you can see I'm kind of regrouping here. And at this point, assessing my army, I realize, you know, we are screwed. About 4 minutes in, I'm pretty sure I knew I was screwed. We managed to take a chunk out of those handgunners before the demigriffs tried to chase us down. And this time, I think he keeps chasing. And because Chaos Warhounds don't skirmish with an auto command, I had to micro those guys away from the demigriffs because I wanted the demigriffs to keep going. I'd finally pulled his cav away from the field a little bit. You can see I try to stop there and rally, but it's not looking too good. I'm actually giving the Marauders a little bit of rest, and I'm trying to figure out what exactly to do with Kolek and the Dragon Ogres. Because I don't have a plan anymore. My fast units have pretty much been shredded. Those Warhounds that fled off into the distance have been officially routed. There's Kolek's sweet lightning power. Oh yeah, bodies go flying. Look at this poor guy. So I'm just sort of dragging this out, and I'm also wondering if he'll actually come after me. But it doesn't seem likely. So I go back to maneuvering. Marauder horsemen off to the flank.
The mountain moves.
You can see they are very tired. I don't know what the difference is between very tired and exhausted, but, you know, it looks like very tired is less than exhausted. Here again, he tried to hit me with, whatever this is, I can't remember, and struck some of the demigriffs and mutilated the corpses of the volley gun crew. Demigriffs pull back. I tried to pull them out so I could jump them, but Kolek and the ogres are just not fast enough. They're fast for shock cav. But I do have these demigriffs singled out. Kolek goes charging in, baby. Rest of the dragon ogres. I don't know what took them so long. I don't know if Kolek's that much faster or what. But we hammered these guys up. Man. You can see he's trying to bring reinforcements in. Not the other demigriffs. Now I want this guy. Running for his life. And eventually, realizing he's gaining ground, I give up the chase. Still have Marauder horsemen, but it's not looking so good over there. Swordsman? And this might be... Yeah, this is where I didn't realize these were great swords, because the difference in the banner when zoomed way out is not too easy for me to know. And he countercharges demigriffs. We did serious damage to those great swords on the charge, and the demigriffs are fairly weak, but he landed a great hit right there, and Kolek starts to crumble. Man, these are just wonderful models. Look at that. Isn't that what you want to see when Dragon Ogres fight demigriffs? With a few random empire? So as you can see, it was a decisive defeat You have been roundly beaten. So, this was game 2 of the 3 games. This is where Jordan from Supdoobie crushed me mightily in best of 3. Um, but I'm going to go ahead and post game 3 because it's about honor at that point. It's about honor. This has been the Blob, and thanks for watching.